Hi class, my name is Demetrius Trankas. I am doing a presentation about Crackle Barrel, uh, deploying diversity in a store that has faced a lot of racism and discrimination cases throughout the years and how they've dealt with it. I'm also going to discuss and propose a diversity initiative that could really help Crackle Barrel moving forward. So some tidbits about Crackle Barrel. Um, They were founded in 1969 by Dan Evans in Lebanon, Tennessee. They're an American chain restaurant, and they have built-in gift shops attached to the diners where patrons can shop while they wait for their tables to become available. Cracker Barrel has over 608 restaurants nationwide, throughout 42 states in the United States, and they're really recognized for their Southern style cooking, decor, and American traditions. So 20 years ago, Crackle Barrel's company employee policy read, "We are founded upon a concept of traditional American values, which is deemed inconsistent with our concept and values and with those of our customer base, to continue to employ individuals whose sexual preferences fail to demonstrate normal heterosexual values, which have been the foundation of families in our society." In 1991, 16 employees were fired nationwide for breaking company policy and for not having heterosexual norms and values. In 2004, a lawsuit filed for segregating customers by race. Black patrons followed around the gift shop for looking suspicious. So these are some activities that Cracker Barrel has been accused of, um, in a span of 20 years. Lastly, in 2006, the EEOC tries Cracker Barrel for discriminating against black employees in Illinois. The employees won a $2 million settlement. So not only has Crackle Barrel been faced with issues against the LGBT community, but they've also been faced with um, you know discrimination and racism against other cultures and employees, as well as customers coming in to visit the Crackle Barrel stores. So just a lot of racism and discrimination all throughout the Crackle Barrel history. So today, Crackle Barrel has a different company or employee policy, and their employment opportunities are open to all qualified applicants solely based on the applicant's job related experience and KSAs, knowledge, skills, and abilities. Advancement opportunities, zero tolerance against discrimination, harassment, and all employee related decision making are not influenced in any manner by the race, color, religion, sex, sexual orientation, national origin, age, marital status, medical condition, disability, and genetic information of its employees. And this is directly quoted from the Crackle Barrel website under Equal Opportunity Statement. But we find that values are still pretty hard to break in Crackle Barrel. In April 2009, a Dallas pastor and members of her church were subjected to racial slurs, segregated seating, threats to bodily harm, and offensive physical contact. That group is seeking a $4.5 million lawsuit in damages. In October 2009, the NAACP investigated a hate crime beating that happened at a Crackle Barrel store. Tasha Hill fell unconscious after being attacked by another patron, and Crackle Barrel employees didn't do anything. Crackle Barrel has proven history of racial intolerance, and a recent incident might very well be an outgrowth of their corporate culture. Crackle Barrel has pledged in the past to take steps toward improving its diversity and racial tolerance, but I am unconvinced that the company has maintained that pledge in good faith. That is a quote from the president of the NAACP, Edwards Dubose. But Crackle Barrel fights back. They partner with the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, the EEOC, to be able to um, implement initiatives um, with their corporate leaders in regards to diversity. While that has proven to help improve the diversity situation at Crackle Barrel, I mean, it's not the root cause or the only countermeasure that I would recommend that Crackle Barrel needs to implement in their processes. One of the recommendations on my paper is following a benchmarking idea uh, from Ford, where they went ahead and they deployed. I'm sorry, from IBM, where they went ahead and deployed, the different teams and task force specific to the different cultural and ethnic task force. The LGBT community, Black community, Asian, white women, and really understanding what are the needs of these particular communities, and then deploying it amongst their leadership group as a support system to ensure that everybody's getting an opportunity for advancement and for growth inside of Crackle Barrel. You know, at the end of the day, who wins? I think Crackle Barrel still does, even after facing a lot of bad publicity and history in regards to being a racial and discriminatory company. You know, they still pose a huge part of the market in regards to restaurant chains. In 2011, for example, Crackle Barrel reported $2.43 billion in total revenue, an increase of about 1.2% over the prior fiscal year. So while the growth in Crackle Barrel continues, it just seems like they're going to have to deal with the backwash or the backlash of having a discriminatory and racial values in the past. But really, I think that by implementing the task force, by continuing to work with the EEOC, Crackle Barrel can really change their values and change the culture amongst their company and their managers and leadership groups. Thank you for listening to me. It's been a great semester. I have attached the PowerPoint presentation as well, discussing the Crackle Barrel events.